They told you aging meant slowing down, losing your spark, saying goodbye to connection, to desire, to feeling truly alive. But they were wrong, dead wrong. I'm Dr. James, a men's health expert with over 30 years of experience helping older adults reclaim vitality, circulation, and intimacy, even well past 60. And what I've learned over the years might surprise you. Because while most people think prescriptions or hormone therapy are the only answers, the truth is much simpler and sweeter. Just 4 everyday fruits could be the key to restoring your energy, intimacy, and confidence, naturally. These fruits don't just taste good, they actively support blood flow, enhance libido, and help rebuild the closeness many people believe is gone for good. And yes, they can make a difference even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. In a moment, I'll reveal exactly what these 4 powerful fruits are and how you can use them to feel more alive, connected, and vibrant in your body again. So stick with me because what I'm about to share could transform how you experience life after 60. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss out on important health tips made just for your golden years. And if you find this helpful, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I read every reply because I'm here to serve you better. Now, let's talk about the 4 fruits that can help restore your circulation and revive your intimacy without pills, without side effects, and without giving up on your body. These aren't miracle cures, they're nature's quiet warriors, working with your body, not against it. Let's begin with the first one. It might already be in your fridge. 1. Red grapes, the flow restorer. Early in my career, I believed medications were the only way to restore circulation in older adults. But the more I listened to my patients, the ones who aged vibrantly, the more I noticed something surprising: a simple bowl of red grapes. Not an exotic superfood, not a fancy supplement, just red grapes. These humble fruits are rich in resveratrol, a natural antioxidant that supports blood vessels by helping them relax and expand. That means better blood flow to your heart, brain, muscles, and yes, your intimate areas. And that's where aging often hits hardest: poor circulation in the lower body, cold feet, fatigue, loss of responsiveness and desire. But when blood can't move freely, neither can energy, nor passion, nor connection. Red grapes help restore that flow. For men, daily intake of red grapes has shown promising effects in improving erectile strength and endurance. Why? Because resveratrol boosts nitric oxide, the compound essential for healthy, lasting erections. And unlike synthetic drugs, grapes work with your body, naturally, gently, and without the side effects. For women, red grapes enhance circulation and sensitivity in the pelvic region, which often declines with age. The result? More comfort, more warmth, and a deeper, more connected experience during intimacy. It's not just about function, it's about feeling. I've seen couples return to my clinic months later, amazed at how something so simple could bring back something they thought was gone forever. And every time, I smile, because it's not a miracle, it's just good science and better habits. And we're only getting started. The next fruit doesn't just support circulation, it protects your kidneys and guards your intimate health in a way most people never expect. Ready to find out what it is? Let's move on. 2. Cranberries, the kidney guardian. If there's one fruit I used to overlook, it was the cranberry, just a tart side dish at Thanksgiving, right? But over time, I started listening more closely to my older patients, the ones who felt strong, vibrant, and still deeply connected to their partners. And guess what? Cranberries kept showing up in their stories. Curious, I turned to the research, and what I discovered completely shifted my perspective. And then there's the urinary system: quiet, often overlooked, yet deeply tied to how we experience energy, pleasure, and connection as we age. When kidney function begins to decline, toxins can build up, circulation slows, and inflammation settles in places we'd rather not mention. The result? A noticeable drop in drive, in sensitivity, and, for men, a sharp decline in erection strength and stamina. But here's where cranberries quietly shine. This small, tart fruit is packed with powerful compounds that fight inflammation, cleanse the urinary tract, and support the health of blood vessels, especially around the pelvic region. That's not just helpful for avoiding discomfort, it's essential for keeping intimacy alive. For men, better kidney function means healthier blood pressure and higher nitric oxide levels, both key to sexual performance. Cranberries can support stronger, more reliable erections without needing medication. For women, cranberries offer relief from irritation and dryness, helping restore comfort and confidence in the most personal moments. And beyond the physical, they bring something even more valuable: the ability to feel connected again without the burden of silent, chronic discomfort. I've worked with many patients who had quietly suffered, dealing with recurring urinary issues, painful intimacy, or a fading desire. And so many of them were amazed to find that something as simple as adding cranberries to their diet could bring them real, lasting relief. When you remove pain from the picture, something beautiful happens. Connection returns. And that connection is what makes life after 60 deeply fulfilling. Whether it's a handful of dried cranberries tossed into your salad or a splash of unsweetened cranberry juice in the morning, this fruit deserves a place in your daily routine, not just for kidney health, but for circulation, intimacy, and peace of mind. But what if there was a fruit that didn't just protect your inner systems, but actually lit a spark from within? 3. Papaya, the energy awakener. There's something about papaya that feels like sunshine. Maybe it's the rich golden orange color or the way it melts in your mouth, soft and sweet. But beneath its gentle exterior lies a powerhouse of healing energy, especially for older adults looking to reclaim vitality. I remember a retired school principal who came to see me. He was eating well, staying active, but still felt exhausted. He wasn't sleeping well, and intimacy with his wife had become more memory than reality. We added just one thing to his routine: a morning cup of fresh papaya, blended with a spoonful of Greek yogurt. Within weeks, he was back, with a smile that said everything had changed. Papaya is rich in vitamins A, C, and E, critical for cellular repair, but it also contains enzymes like papain that ease digestion and reduce inflammation. More importantly, it supports testosterone production and healthy circulation, two pillars of male vitality. For older men, this means stronger erections, renewed stamina, and more energy that feels natural, not forced or synthetic. For women, papaya helps balance estrogen and improves blood flow to the pelvic region, easing dryness and enhancing arousal. It also supports the adrenal glands, which manage stress and fatigue, two common blocks to intimacy. What I love most about papaya is how simple it is. It's not a drug or supplement. It's a fruit you can savor with a spoon, a small ritual that gently reminds your body of its natural rhythm. It's a quiet ally, restoring confidence, energy, and connection one bite at a time. And just when you think fruit couldn't offer anything more, there's one more that touches both your heart and your hormones, while helping you sleep better, feel lighter, and love more deeply. 4. Cherries, the intimacy booster. There's something comforting about cherries. Maybe it's their deep red color, or the way you have to slow down and enjoy them one by one. You don't just eat cherries, you experience them. Years ago, I met a couple in their late 60s. Married for over 40 years, they still loved each other deeply. But something had shifted. The husband described feeling sluggish, disconnected, and quietly mourning the passion they once shared. His wife, patient and loving, missed the intimacy too, but didn't want him to feel pressured. They wanted to try something gentle, natural. I recommended cherries. They were skeptical, but open. 2 months later, they returned to my office smiling, holding hands, laughing like newlyweds. I didn't need to ask what had changed. Cherries are rich in anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that reduce inflammation, boost nitric oxide, and enhance blood flow throughout the body. That means better circulation not only to the heart and brain, but to the intimate areas that fuel pleasure, responsiveness, and closeness. For men, this supports firmer, longer lasting erections without the need for synthetic medication. For women, it improves circulation to the pelvic region, increasing sensitivity and comfort, and allowing for a more fulfilling emotional and physical connection. Cherries also help regulate sleep and cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. Less stress, better rest, and more room for connection. They may be small, but cherries offer something deeply meaningful: the chance to reconnect with yourself and with someone you love. Cherries, the quiet catalyst for connection. There's something special about cherries. Maybe it's their rich velvet red color, or the way they make you slow down and savor each bite. But what they do inside your body is even more powerful than their taste. Cherries don't just support the body, they gently restore it. They contain natural melatonin, which promotes deep, restorative sleep. And when you sleep better, your hormones balance out, your stress levels drop, and your emotional openness increases. These aren't just physical changes, they're the subtle foundations of lasting intimacy. That's what makes cherries so unique. They don't force change. They offer nourishment, slow, steady, and healing. They soften blood vessels, support your natural hormonal rhythms, and bring your mind and body back into sync. In a world full of pressure and pills, that kind of gentle restoration feels like a gift. I've seen cherries quietly transform relationships, not overnight, not with fireworks, but with small, consistent shifts that reopen the door to closeness. Sometimes all your body needs is a reminder of what it's still capable of. Four fruits, one powerful shift. Now that you've learned about these four remarkable fruits, grapes, cranberries, papaya, and cherries, you may be asking yourself, how do I actually start? How do I turn this into something real without turning it into another overwhelming health routine? Here's the beautiful part. You don't have to change everything. You just have to start somewhere. Maybe that's a handful of red grapes in the afternoon, or dried cranberries sprinkled on your oatmeal. Maybe it's scooping out fresh papaya with breakfast, or a few tart cherries in the evening as you unwind. There is no wrong way to begin. There's just your way. The most important thing is consistency. Give your body a steady signal, one piece of fruit, one simple choice that says, I'm choosing life, I'm choosing energy, I'm choosing connection. And as the days pass, you might notice little shifts: warmer hands, a clearer mind, more restful sleep, a quiet spark returning in your relationships. These are not just changes, they are whispers of vitality saying, I'm still here. It's never too late. I've worked with older adults for decades, and I can tell you this with full confidence. It is never too late. I've seen men in their 70s rediscover intimacy after years of distance. I've seen women begin to feel beautiful and at home in their bodies again, not because they turned back time, but because they nourished the time they still had. So today, I want you to do one simple thing. Look at your fruit bowl or your grocery list and see something new. See fruit not just as food, but as a tool, a quiet but powerful form of self-care, a daily act of healing, a way back to strength, closeness, and vitality, because you deserve to feel good again. You deserve joy. You deserve connection. And the best part? This journey doesn't begin with a prescription. It begins with a decision to believe that your best days might still be ahead. Final thoughts. This is just the beginning. At some point, many people start accepting less energy, less connection, less passion, not because they want to, but because they believe that's just part of aging. But I'm here to tell you, that story isn't true. You are not finished. You are not too old. and your body has not given up on you. These four fruits may seem small, but they carry something profound. They are reminders, daily invitations to remember what your body can still do, to restore not just blood flow, but self belief, to reconnect with the sense of being truly alive. Think about all your body has carried you through: the decades of work, the stress, the love, the loss. Your heart has beaten through it all. And now, when it's finally time to enjoy the closeness and joy you've earned, you deserve a body that supports you, not holds you back. These fruits are not a magic cure. They're a quiet revolution. They go where medications often cannot, into your vessels, your hormones, your emotions. They help you remember what it feels like to desire and to be desired. So tomorrow, if all you do is eat a bowl of cherries or toss some grapes in your bag before a walk, know that you are making a choice to live intentionally, a choice to care for yourself, not because you're broken, but because you still have so much to give. This isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new one, a path of restored energy, renewed connection, and perhaps a rediscovery of who you are beneath all the layers of time. You've spent a lifetime taking care of others. Now it's time to take care of you, because you deserve to feel good again. You deserve to feel close again. And it all starts with something as simple as a piece of fruit and the belief that your best days are still ahead. Let's stay connected. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're planning to try after watching this? One change that spoke to your heart? Leave a comment below with a 1 if you found something valuable, or a 0 if you didn't. Either way, your feedback means a lot. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting real-world health content made with you in mind. Thanks for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.